Hi girls, what's up and welcome to Love You Mean It with Khadijah Muhammad, your host. And today we are talking all things decentering men, grad school, moving to Miami, and everything else under the sun that comes to mind because I don't have any fucking notes for this. So let's get into it. If you guys don't know, I live in Miami and I'm currently living what seems to be my best life, but here's the catch. I came here and I moved here for school. So I'm going to grad school in Miami, and it was a decision I made at 25. And then, oh my gosh, my alarm's going off. Sorry. And then I turned 26 and I officially got accepted into University of Miami, and I'm currently living here in good old Miami, Florida. And everybody along this journey that I ran into was just telling me don't move to Miami, you're gonna just get caught up in this party scene and this and that and all of these freaking opinions that I was like, honestly, I didn't ask. No, I didn't. But of course I was like, thank you for your opinion and whatever. But I was like, I feel like I'm just in a phase of my life where I have to do something big for me, and whatever that looks like is going to just be what it is. And so I've been living here officially for 6 months. Yeah. So we're in this bitch, okay? And I'm soaking it up. One thing I've learned about living in Miami thus far is that these people don't sleep. Everybody says, oh, people in New York don't sleep. People in LA don't sleep. No, people in Miami don't sleep. Every single person that I've met has literally, quite literally, been up super early, going to bed super late. They honestly might not even sleep, and they make it to their job, whatever they're doing. Trust, the bills are being paid and they're locked in, and they hustle so hard and they work so hard and they're so intentional and very charismatic, and it's just like a different type of thing here. Something is in the air, and when it hit me, I was like, oh my God, I'm not in Kansas anymore. By the way, I'm not from Kansas. I'm actually from Nashville, originally from New Jersey, but whatever it is, I'm not in my hometown anymore. And it's just a culture shock every single day. Another thing that I learned about Miami is if you don't know Spanish or you're not willing to learn Spanish, yeah, you're not going to make it here. I don't know a lick of Spanish, and it's to the point where I will literally pull out ChatGPT or I'll pull out Google Translate, and I will literally be like, I'm trying to say this, and have a conversation with people that way. And luckily, I pick up on context clues, and I also when I hear certain words, I'm like, okay, this is probably what they're talking about. But I feel like that flow, the fluent flow, is that a thing? The fluent flow of conversation, I'm just like, oh, I'm missing out on that right now. Also, I'm washing in the back, so don't worry about that. I'm doing my laundry right now. But yeah, Miami has been the biggest culture shock for me ever because it's just a bigger city in general, and there's also different nooks and crannies of living here. So there's the South Florida, the Coral Gables, the Coconut Groves, there's the Kendalls, and there's Broward County, which is not even Miami apparently. I'm still learning so much. There's Miami Beach, which is obviously what everybody knows, and that's where the party area is. But then there's the Brickles, and then there's whatever, and the Wynwoods and all the things in Midtown. Literally, I get lost every time I'm driving, but I'm like, oh, this is cool. And so since I've been out here, I have been honestly just kind of I would say to myself, I feel like I haven't deep dived into the party scene because I did that all last year. I feel like my party era is kind of over right now because yeah, I came here for a purpose. I came here for school, and I was like, I just want to enjoy the phase of life that I'm in, like being back in college. And yes, like I know what you're probably thinking, college is the ultimate time to party. And don't get me wrong, like, yeah, I was like thinking about it the other day. I was like, oh my God, y'all. Back in Nashville, Tennessee, I went to Tennessee State. Y'all, I used to party not every single weekend. I partied honestly and drank honestly probably like 4 to 5 days out of the week. And that is scary. Like, literally, me and my friends, we would do like study nights and have like huge bottles of wine. I'm talking about like we would have Taylor Port, we would have, I don't know if y'all know what Sweet Walters. Me and my homegirls, we would down, we'd be like, oh no, we need our own bottle. Are you okay? Are you fucking okay? No. Like it was actually insane. And then I would go to like $2 Tuesdays every single Tuesday. Oh my God. I have a whole thing about that. I think I dated one of the guys who like did like the $2 Tuesday, whatever. And so I was like always like looking forward to seeing him and getting in and like whatever. I remember my friends, they used to be like, we need to get there early so we're not waiting in line. And we would literally be there so early and stay so late. And like, that was such a like being early. Oh my God. I will never forget that. And yeah, it just was a fucking time. And now that I'm in grad school, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And it's funny because I feel like people are always like, oh, like, so what's like, what are you up to this weekend? And I'm just like, baby, I'm chilling. I'm doing my own thing. So that's how that's been going. I feel like it's still been nice though to like explore just and like see like certain things around the city. I recently got a Soho membership and I was like, I've been using that. I don't use it all the time, and I feel like that's been like interesting for me because it's just like, okay, like I can just like kind of like meet other people, and I've met some people through there, and just like they also have like lots of events, so that has been fun. And what else have I been up to? Honestly, I've just been in such my own like little routine, and I haven't been like, yeah, meeting a lot of people. I've met two people so far though. I've met two girls that are super sweet, and that's been amazing. In terms of guys, definitely haven't met any guys. I decided I'm in my decenter men era of my life. And no harm, no foul. Don't get me wrong, I love a man. Like, I love men. Who doesn't love men? You know what I mean? If you don't, I'm sorry. I don't know. That's like a you thing. But me, I love me a little stinker. Absolutely, 100%. I call them my little stinkas. So if you hear me be like, oh, like, he's such a stinker. Because, like, I feel like that is like a term of endearment in a sense. And like, just because you're a stinker doesn't mean like you're my stinker or like that I want you. It's just giving like, oh, like, he's so cute, like a little stinker. So that is the lingo, and I literally can't help it now. Like, I feel like me and all my friends were just like, oh, he's a stinker, like he's so cute. I don't know where that came from. Well, actually, growing up, my grandma would be like, oh, you're such a stinker, and I just like, I'm a stinker, but now I say that about guys, and I need to be careful because like I'm like, I've called also my guy friends, I'm like, oh, they're such stinkers, like they're like, what the hell? Okay, girl. Anyways, so yeah, I've been decentering men, and I'm gonna tell you how that's going. It's going pretty good. I feel like it's pretty easy, especially in this day and age. Like, I mean, there's some guys that I'm like, okay, like you've caught my attention for 5 seconds. And then there's some guys that I'm just like, no, you're making this really easy to just not care. I just feel like some guys just really fucking suck. And then other guys, they're interesting, but like not interesting enough. Or I feel like like my attention span is just like not enough. Also, one thing I learned about myself, I am a very, very, very sucky texter. Like, I'm not super excited, and it doesn't matter like if I like you or not, like, or you know what I'm saying, like have that emotional connection. I just genuinely don't really care to text. I'm such a like, let's FaceTime, let's talk on the phone type of like girl. Literally, I'm very old school in that way. Like, I love a phone call. Like, if you're thinking about me and you just like call me, I love a good phone call chat conversation. I will give you the time on the phone. And like, obviously in real life, like, I feel like it depends. Obviously, it's different case by case, but like, dating a guy, like, I love just like a phone call or like, hey, like, can I call you? They call and then like they just want to hear your voice because there's nothing better than just hearing the person you like's voice on the phone. Like, kiss me through the phone. Thank you. Like, please, God, you know? But in the meantime, I haven't been doing that. I haven't been texting anybody back. And I think that is another part of my kind of like liberating vibe in Miami, just kind of like getting out of that. I was like in a relationship like a few years ago. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been a few years. It feels like it just, not just ended. Oh God. Hello? It's not that it just ended. I think it's more so the fact of like, we were still like friends and then we weren't, and just all the things that came with that. And then I started dating another guy, and that was cool for the time being, but I learned so much from the last two guys that I dated, and then I was like, "Oh, I actually really know what I want out of like the next boyfriend of mine." And you just learn a lot. I feel like you learn a lot when you're in a new city and when you're by yourself, because I feel like there's so much time that you really get to just like isolate and think and just really figure out who you are. And that's a season I'm in, of just like learning myself and just being so intentional with who I am and how I show up, and being very clear about what I want and appreciating what I have. So I feel like I always said, it's funny because I like when I was in my last relationship, like we both like lived in the same city. And then after that, I started dating the second guy. I was like, you know what? I'm going to date a guy outside of this city. Like, I want to have a long distance. So then started long distance dating, and I was like, actually, don't know about that one. But like I said, that was also fun in itself because you get to just, have those experiences, and just to like I'm leaving the city to go see my stinker. And that was always so fun. So I like that. Like, I would do that again. Like, I would do long distance again. And I think just like depending on the person, and I feel like they have to be same type of communicator as me, like very much like, I want to call you, get on the phone, because I feel like those phone calls make it like so much fun, and it just brings like some more spice into, I'm the type of girl, insight to like my dating, whatever, like when I am, right? But I'm the type of girl, like I literally, like say you're texting me or whatever, and you're like, oh, how's your day? And you'd be like, hey, yeah, my day's been good. Da, da, da. Like, I'm going to leave you a voice note because I just love sending voice notes. I love my own voice. Is that a shocker? I love hearing my own voice. And I feel like if we're like long distance, right? I want to like leave you a special something on your like phone. I've never left a voicemail though. And I don't know if the guys I've sent voice notes to have kept the voice notes, but I'm actually very curious if they have, because I'm like, what if I end up like somebody's intro to their song or whatever? That's a whole nother thing. But I'm like, I'm so cute for that. I love that. But yes, that is how I would, keep it interesting, long distance dating, just kind of like sending little voice notes, and just like little things. Like, it'll just be like little random things to kind of just like keep it spicy and keep it interesting. And yeah, but aside from that, yeah, we're in our decentering men, and it's just one of those things where it's like, not that I'm not like entertaining or like open. So like if a guy like asks me out, like sure, right? But it's just like not the focal point and the center of my world. And I think that's very important because like you don't, well, like I don't want to speak for you, baby, but me, I'm just very much like ready to just like full force like get my like career and like all the things for myself going. And obviously like I have school and like I'm living and navigating in a new city. And like I think the point of like being in a new city is to really explore yourself, not be in a rush more so. And so it's just been nice to kind of just like fill everything out and just like take my time and to just really like, enjoy what's happening and what's going on. And so yeah, that has been pretty interesting. I've been on a couple of dates and I was just like, you just really not, you just not my, you just not my little shit. Like you not, yeah, we don't go together. Like, like, and it's funny because like when you're so detached from like the outcome, it's really just like, it's like you just keep everything. You're just like, I'm honestly straight. Like I'm just straight. Like I'm cool off of all of it. Like I just be in a mode where I'm just like, I'm not even interested. Like when I get to that side where I'm just like who said it? Thug, he said, I might fuck with a bitch, I might give a bitch this and that and that and this, but fall for a hoe? Actually falling down for a bitch? No sirski. Like that literally, that's literally my vibe right now. I'm just like, I'm so good, beloved. Like I am so good. And it's okay. Like I'm glad I'm there because I feel like I love love. Like y'all you got a homegirl or like somebody like you like they love love. Like I love love. Like I think I am very much a hopeless romantic. Like I know I'm going to end up in the most magical relationship and the most magical like husband and marriage and all the things, and I know that 100%. But right now it's really Khadijah's world, all about me, and I'm just so glad I'm in this era. And I'm gonna be 27 this year. Can we like sit and like talk about that? 27, like that is such, I don't want to say it's a serious age because I'm not going to act like 27 is so serious, but I'm like, am I pushing 30? Like, hello, I'm pushing 30 and I'm glad. Hear me out. Here's why. 30, you're in your prime. You're making more money. You're looking the best you've ever looked. You have the knowledge and the wisdom. You look like you're in your 20s. Okay. I know I'm going to literally look like this, but just better when I'm 30. And so I'm very much excited for 27. I feel like 25 was, whee, 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 baby, 25 was a whirlwind. Okay. 26, I'm like, I decided to change it up. I literally started life over at 26. Who told me to do that? Quickly. Nobody. But you know what I said? I said, yeah, I can't accept the everyday, the normal. I can't stay stuck. And it's not that living in my hometown is a place that you can just get stuck. Like living in Nashville doesn't make you stuck. But me personally, I felt stuck. I think I felt stuck because I was there for so long and I was feeling very unfulfilled. And also, every single person, and this also had a big influence along with my own desire to leave. I always have been the type of person, I always have wanted to live in like different cities for a very, like, for numerous cities and numerous reasons and whatever, right? But all of the people I was closest to were moving or they had moved and everybody had done all these different things. And I was like, I love this. And I want to be one of the people that also leave and like experience more and really to just start like making my life feel more colorful and just more intentional and explore and just see what else is out there, because I feel like at the end of the day, I always will have my hometown, I have two hometowns literally, and they'll always be a part of my story. But I knew like I wanted to just like see what else was out there. And I feel like Miami is definitely a city that is pushing me to just grow so much as a person. And I know I'm already so grateful, and I'm just going to continue to be even more grateful. So I'm really excited about that. But moving to a new city, there's just lots more sacrifices in every single aspect, and life really forces you to like just get out there and grow as a person. And I'm really excited for what's happening. But, along with just being transparent, like with my move, I have sacrificed so much to be here. And I had to decide like what type of life I wanted to have and what type of woman I want to become. And it's been so humbling. And I've realized like you can't skip the hard work. I think I'm in the phase of my life, if you really want to like know like mentally where I'm at, just being so for real, I'm in the phase of my life where I just don't want to live an average life. And I know that comes with lots of commitment and consistency to myself, and also just really like thinking and writing down and meditating and understanding like my vision and really getting very clear on my vision. And so I'm in a phase right now where I'm very much in refinement and like understanding my vision and doing a little bit every single day to achieve my vision. And I think that is the part that's cool. But it's also the part that, makes me a little bit scared, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I want to just do all these big things and I don't know exactly like where to start or what that looks like. And so I'm just in a space where I'm learning every single day, a learning experience. Okay. And yeah, guys, I could just, if you're watching this, just give me a big hug through this camera. Just let's all just hug each other, because sometimes I need a hug. And so that is what's happening out in Miami. I know Drake said y'all turning up another notch or night or whatever the hell, but maybe not me. Tonight, oh my God, it's about to premiere. Tonight, I'm watching Love Island. I'm locking in with Love Island. What episode is that? Episode 27? Episode 27. Y'all, if y'all seen it, I think freaking Olandria just popped off on Taylor at the like sit down discussion, whatever, at the fire pit that they had. And Taylor snapped back on her. And it's just real messy, child. I can't. I'm just like, why? I just wish Alandria wouldn't have snapped on him the way that she, like, I'm glad she spoke up for herself. I feel like it was a little bit late in a game, and it gave him opportunity to play with her even more and then publicly embarrass her. But I get it. It's reality TV. He had to, put his foot down or whatever he felt like he was going to do. But I just feel like she's so damn bad. Like, she's fine as hell. She gave him too much credit. Absolutely. She gave him too much credit. And I feel like he just don't give. Like, he just don't give. And I feel like she needs a real countryman. Like, I really wish she wanted to send the other man home, but I digress. I'm just like, girl, I really wanted her to get a good man. So we're going to see what happens, because she's too damn fine. Her waist on slim, ass on fat, face is T, literally. And then I'm seeing all the comments, and people were like, they don't like her no more. They don't like Shelly no more. They don't like Sierra no more. I did see the Sierra thing. That is very controversial. And so now they're saying that like she's losing a lot of following, and I don't know. I didn't even know that she had said it. I didn't even know she had said that. The people online, they are quick. They're going to do a deep dive. But so Love Island is what I'm up to tonight. I'm about to start grad school again, my second semester officially, and it's starting. We're pivoting also. I feel like that was a very abrupt jump to changing topics, but keep up. All right. starting school again in August. Very excited about that. About to lock in and get back to the books. We're hitting the books and I'm very ready. I feel like this is going to be a good season of my life. I've already been here for 6 months and I'm about to just put my head down and focus and embrace my journey. There's so much I want to experience at this semester. There's going to be the football games. And then, okay, mainly the football games. Like that was like honestly what I'm most excited about. Because like who doesn't want to go to a football game? Apparently they're like, oh, everybody doesn't go because they're so far. But like it is what it is. I'm gonna go. And also, what else? Oh yeah, like the tailgating, the college festivities in the fall, and honestly, just like seeing what fall is like in Miami. I know everybody says it's like rainy season, so rainy seasons from now until November. So I'm excited to see like what's up with that and like what that's like. So I feel like I have rain boots. Did I bring my rain or did I leave my rain boots in Nashville? I might have left my rain boots in Nashville. I can't remember. Either way, I'm gonna have to lock in and get some rain boots and probably like a rain jacket and umbrella. Oh wait, I have an umbrella. But yeah. So we're gonna see what is up with semester. Because last semester was good. It was very challenging. Like so I graduated undergrad in 2021 and I decided to come back to college grad school in 2025. So it quite literally took me, what is that, 3 years to come back to school. And baby, it's a learning curve. Okay. If you're thinking about going back to school, mentally prepare. I would say start reading books, just like get yourself acclimated. But honestly, nothing is gonna just, it's not gonna be that easy. You're gonna have to, it just depends like what you're like, but like writing papers again and just like sitting and like focusing, even being in class, you guys, I get why people go straight through, like they go undergrad and then they go straight to grad school. It's because your brain is already like used to like that cycle of like sitting in rooms for long periods of time and just like truly taking in all that information, thinking about it, studying on it. And it takes hard work. I was talking to one of my the guys in my class last semester, and which one was it? Because there was one of the guys, he's in law school, and the other guy, he was in engineering school. I think it's the guy who was in engineering school. And I was like, how do you do it? Like, how is it like going from undergrad to grad school? He was like, yeah, my first 3 years of whatever, like engineering or whatever. He was like, I literally could not focus. And he's like, this year is finally like easier for me. Like, I finally understand it. And he wants to go to even more school. He's really cool, really great guy. I actually saw him walking the other day on the street. Well, anyway, really cool guy, but he was like, yeah, it took me 3 years. And it's just like, damn, 3 years. But so here we are. But overall, I'm very happy with where I am right now. And it's going to be a really good time of my life to just like log in and just get to know myself more, become sexier, because I feel like that is the point of living in Miami, is to get sexier and to get smarter and richer. And that's literally my plan. My 2-year plan is to get hotter and smarter and richer. So yeah, stay tuned for that because I know it's going to happen. And yeah, we're just along in this journey. Love Island's about to come on and I want to lock in and go watch Love Island. I'm literally looking right here because I have like a little calendar of everything I want to talk about. And I pretty much covered all the bases. I feel like I gave you guys a little like taste test, little sample, a little triple dipper of what I wanted to talk about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Love You Mean It, and subscribe, comment down below what you want me to talk about next, because this is actually so fun to kind of just like yap, if you will. And yeah, love you, mean it.